Good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. It's time for another review. We got Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. All right. So we on season 10 of Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 9. This is Leak What You Speak. I don't know where they got that from, but
Yeah, I don't know either. Leap where you speak. I mean, let's see. What was the episode about? Them trying to prove that
yeah,
Stacey um called Chris.
yeah,
I don't get where they came from. What
yeah.
are
It
we
just sounds
rating
so.
the episode? What are you
Oh, I
rating?
thought the episode was pretty good. I'm gonna give it about an 8.
Hmm. I'm still sticking with about a 7.
Okay. Oh, a
Mm.
7. You go roll on in with a 7. I thought it was pretty good. So we're gonna start out here. We're still at the event. So it's continuation of Giselle's reasonably shady event where they had the 10 million downloads. And we got Kay. I said trying to make fetch with Stacey. And Lord have mercy, Stacey really just tickles the hell out of me. And here go Kay. And I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go. I thought Kay, to me, she makes herself looks crazy in this whole dang scene. I don't know what it is. I even posed a question in the group on Facebook. I said, what is it that Stacey and Kay have against, what does Kay have against Stacey? Because I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, I don't know. It just seems like it's so far fetched. I said, look at her with her angry bird eyebrows.
Right.
And Stacey tells her, shoot, you always talking about me. Stop talking about me. What you got to talk about besides me? And here's Stacey. My life, my business, my condo.
You tried it, honey.
Girl, I said, Lord have mercy. I don't know. I'm not feeling her at all. But anyways, I said, Stacey be reading them down carelessly. She effortlessly. She does, she don't even have to try too hard. She makes it look easy. And
Right.
then and then also before that, because the last scene from the previous episode, she said was Stacey, excuse me, Lord have mercy. Kay was saying that she wouldn't trust her around her husband, and she said, you don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Giselle trying to start. Look, get the fire going. She said there was smoke that Angel had for Wendy. And excuse me, let's go back it up. Giselle said that Stacey, this one is not to be trusted. She don't know the girl codes, talking about Stacey. Then Stacey was saying, y'all talking all this, basically just call her. So then Sharice got, okay, I'm gonna call him on the phone. Let him know that we are filming and there's something that made Cookie look bad. So I'm going to ask you, did you talk to Stacey about what Monique said? He said he don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl still don't believe it. I'm like, so we got Stacey saying she didn't talk to him. And he said he didn't talk to her about Monique or whatever, or didn't know nothing about it. But yet people want to still believe Cookie and Kay. I believe Cookie and Kay then cook this up.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. Then Sharice goes down and try to talk about Stacey calling her a trick, like they were out somewhere, evidently talking to some married men, and the married man had went to the bathroom, and somebody had told Stacey that he was married. She said, "What they got to do with me?" What do you think about this so far?
I mean, it's the same thing that I've always said when it comes to them girls and Stacey. Like some of the stuff that they arguing with her about, I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why it was necessary to have Sharice come over and call Chris. I don't understand, like, I don't understand what it is they are looking for. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the man is divorced. She don't even know Monique. So
Exactly.
it was like something that she actually had intercourse with this man. What is it supposed to mean to anybody? You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like, what is it supposed to mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't know why they're feeding into this on this. And I found it strange. That's
Yes.
what I found it strange. You know, like I say, Sharice coming out from nowhere and calling this man to ask him, you know, that question. It was just like,
Girl, Sharice was trying to get her 5 seconds of fame right
clearly,
there.
you know, she stayed trying to get it.
Yes, honey. Calling Stacy a trick and everything. I'm like, what? So then, you know, the women there talking, and Greg goes over to greet some of the ladies. And I'm like, damn, he is short. Or they just really tall.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Tia, I forgot the other, what's her name? Vivian, the other lady that was Karen friend, that was Stacy friend, but they're not friends no more. Is that Vivian, the shop owner?
Oh yes,
Okay, evidently she's Nigerian too. So Tia and Vivian were talking, and then we have. So then that's what Giselle tells Wendy about Angel got smoke for her, and then they call Angel over. Angel says Wendy is very dismissive and snide. Didn't speak to her, and Wendy said, "Shit, you saw me. You ain't speak to me. Why didn't you speak? Well, you ain't speak to me." Then she brings up about the catfish, and then someone else, I didn't catch who else said it, but someone said Giselle said that. And then Giselle was like, yeah, I called her a catfish.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know, we are bringing, what episode was that from? 3 or 2?
It was earlier. Yeah, it's been a few episodes.
This is living on for 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Girl. So
well,
then
moving on with Angel still bringing it up to Wendy, who didn't have anything to do with it at all. So even though it's being brought up, it's kind of like still being brought up out of context.
Yes. So Wendy says something about Angel falling flat. And girl, you because she goes, thank you or something. I can't remember. She, you act like we want you here. And I said, Wendy is doing good this episode. I'm gonna give it to her. And then here we go. I don't even know where this came from, but when Lord have mercy, but Stacy calls Kay and Angel the Siamese twins. I said, yeah, that's a freaking frat of gloom.
Yeah, I would say so.
And so Stacy and Kay, here they go. They have their back and forth. And that's when she talks about my life, my condo, and all this kind of stuff. And then Stacy says, what she has. She's, I got a husband and a ring. And Kay says, the ring is cloudy as fuck. She said, oh, cloudy compared to no ring. I said, Lord, but she said, go run after Greg and go beg. I'm like, here she go. Okay, don't do me, girl.
Well, that's exactly what it looks like. Like that's what every time they show her and Greg, I'm just like, I don't really care what y'all decide to make it out to be. Like, I'm going to believe who he showed us he was the first time. Like, exactly. And that's just that, you know. So y'all can do all the lovey-dovey kissing and the pet names and all of that. But yeah, I think that Kay is trying very hard to keep her place on the cast, and I think she's doing a horrible job.
She is definitely doing a horrible job. She's so, to me, like kind of animated, and I just don't understand what it is between her and
it's nothing. Like you are
where does this come from?
Problem out of nothing.
Because the thing was, her and Wendy, I guess Wendy going back saying whatever, and I guess they had a closer relationship. But I'm like, what is the relationship between Stacy and Kay?
It's
not kind of lying ass bitches. I'm like, okay.
And you know, and it's kind of that age-old thing that I was saying. when somebody about Angel when it comes to Wendy, it's the low hanging fruit type of deal. Like you're jumping on her about something that everybody has the same feeling about, right? You know what I mean? Like so it's easy to just call her a liar. You know what I mean? Like, well, everybody's on the same bandwagon with that one. And we saw it too, the deal with it. That's like when I say stuff like it bothers me when somebody thinks that they can tell your life better than you. And the deal is this: whether you feel like you have the truth or not, it's my fucking life. So how is it that, like, how do you think somebody is supposed to believe you about my life? Like, you seem crazy that way.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to be talking to a damn fool. And so, with that being said, when people are committed to whatever version it is they believe, so it's the deal. Like, okay, Stacey's a liar. All right, you know what I mean? So we won't believe anything Stacey says. Yet y'all continue to ask her questions, and then get mad at her when she gives you
Nice. Like, come on now.
Yeah, go figure. So she's picking a fight with the girl. It's the low hanging fruit because you know that everybody. So it's really like you don't even have a lot to prove outside of why are you even into it with this lady? Because that's where I'm at with it. It's like, why are you going so hard at her? She never did anything to you.
Yeah, I don't get it. Other than what Stacey said, is she trying to make a moment with me?
Yeah, that's it. That's all it can be.
Yes,
And
because
again, and she focuses on you're a liar because you don't see the writing on the wall. Like, we all understand. I don't even know if we understand that she's a liar, but we all understand the paint. The picture that she painted is a little fuzzy.
yeah,
Yet nobody cares because the fuzziness of her picture, it only affects her.
exactly.
Like,
Because she's not out telling lies on them.
exactly.
So here she goes. Where's Timu? Where's Timu?
Right.
She bring up about TJ and all that. So I don't know. I'm just tired of it. So then, Stacey goes over and give congratulations to Giselle, and she says she's out of here. She tells Jazzy, "Can't you see? Open your eyes and see. Look what's going on. I'm not gonna sit here and deal with this." So she was going to leave. And then Giselle brings her ass over there. So if you're leaving, just go ahead and leave, and then get to pushing on the elevator. And then Jazzy, I think, is confused. Like, what? You mad at her too? Like, what's going on? She's, well, the things I've heard. I mean, I think if it was true that Stacey went back and said that, then I would probably like, okay, why would you go back and tell them that? But I think I would have to listen for some more stuff because it just really struck me like, why is Kay and Cookie talking on the phone? When did they become good girlfriends?
Wendy said it best when she got to, like the
detective
process.
role. Yes.
And it's funny because that's the same thing I called, I called that same thing. The thirstiness of it all is why you picked up the phone, because since when are you in cahoots with Cookie? You know what I mean? Like, and of course, the only reason why you would be in cahoots with Cookie is her proximity to Karen, first off, or her proximity to the messiness. So as soon as she said, well, I was on the phone with Cookie, I thought, on the phone? Like, how did you get to the place where you on the phone with this lady? You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, this will be the second time that she's been in your company, and Chris Samuels is calling. He just randomly is calling you these two separate times that you are with this same group of ladies that used to hang out with. Yeah, no.
So then also,
the thirst is real.
It is very real, honey. It is so real. And I, like I said, I just didn't understand what the world Kay is on. It seems like she really wants to come for Stacy. For what reason, I don't know. So then we have Stacy spending time with Timu and Arabella. They're at home making pizza. And, you know, she's so happy to have her family back together. They're not really telling Arabella what's going on. But they said, Arabella said, the three of us forever. So, you know, she was spending time with them. And, well, excuse me, Timu has not moved back, but he's been spending a lot of time there. And she talks about a little bit of about her gummies. So Arabella knows about the gummies, but she don't really know, but she know there's gummies, so she calls them gummy bears. I thought that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
So look, I'm like, okay, go ahead with your Shayo or Shaya, however you pronounce it.
Right.
So next scene, we got Ashley and her mama. Ashley is just trash. Remember I talked about that lawn? She still ain't cut it. And I'm like, she said she didn't have time.
Ashley is trash because how dare you drag your mom up here yet again and use her to berate her about her relationship. Talking about, well, you're just going to have to make a decision. Excuse me, I would say if she's been with this guy for 23 years, the decision has been made.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Are you talking about?
I'm sitting here like, what? And the mama, I don't know. The mama and I guess Ashley and her mama is just alike.
Well, it looked like she was uncomfortable. It looks like she agreed with like maybe she is going along with, okay, talk about this because I know you got to talk about something. But she very much looked uncomfortable. And Ashley needed her ass whooped. I'll say it. You need your ass whooped for thinking that you could tell your mom anything about who she picked. Like, I mean, fine if the man don't work. Fine if the man is a drunk. And I ain't saying that those are people you supposed to go out and strive to be with. What I'm saying is your mama grown enough to make her own damn decisions. And who the fuck are you to tell her that she doing something wrong? You ain't been on the earth long as she has. So let her do her thing. The same as how you running around doing yours.
Yes, man. Yes. And talking to her mom about Josh. And said Uncle Lump said basically is more fish in the sea. But for her mother to have to, telling her about her health problems and everything and spitting up blood and basically saying it's the man's fault. Lady, go to the doctor, get yourself checked out.
Her mom is a professional victim. But, like even though I just took up, but that's what it is. Her mom is a professional victim, because that's what she said. Oh, I like to work. Well, then you turn around and you're like, oh, well, I coughed up some blood the other day. Like, stop. And that's like, I'm that girl. Like, you're not going to do neither one of those things, because one is more important than the other. So, like, my deal with I don't know anybody who likes to work harder than what they get paid. I don't know anybody like that.
No, I like to work smart, not hard, honey.
So with that, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like there is some uncomfortability in the way that Ashley discusses her, because she discusses her like she's a child.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, girl, like, I'll be the first one to step in and let you know, like, well, she's not. That's your mother, and you're the child. You know what I mean? And just because you were able to trap some rich man with 2 kids so you can have your bills paid, doesn't mean you go around sticking your nose up at everybody who didn't have the plan.
Yes. You think she's saying all this stuff because she paying her mother's bills?
Yeah, that's why they did it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I remember even back then when they did it then. That's what I said that then. Who the hell do you think you are to be able to tell somebody what they, like who they can be with and who they can't be with? Like, in addition to, this is not your child, because you can't even hardly tell your adult children what to do. But that's about the only leeway you have about telling somebody what they need to do and can do and should do. You know, all of those do's are your own children. But you don't get to tell other grown people how to fucking live. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? And so, like I said, when Michael was doing that, that's why they was doing it then, because they were paying some part. That's what I said about the Braxtons, why they won't go against Tony. One thing about it, anytime when you know somebody did wrong and the people around them won't say anything about it, it's usually because they in their pocket. And that means somebody you paying for them or doing something for them that you can take away from them.
Yes. So yeah, so
Ashley need to talk about her own business. That's exactly how I felt.
Go cut that damn grass or find you a grass man. I thought y'all supposed to be rich people over here in Port Potomac. Well, anyways, we got Jazzy.
That girl is I keep telling y'all about appropriating culture. That is what she's doing. What she tried to do was try to relate to being a single mom. And I wish she would shut the hell up with that also. I am sick of Ashley. Let me just say that. I am real sick of her. And this season especially, because this whole leaning into a Black space and trying to relate in a Black space in that way, I see right through her and I don't like it one bit. Because that's the shit. Well, you know, I have to do everything myself. Like, girl, you can hire a garden person if you wanted to.
Exactly.
Like, you're not going to play those games.
Because I definitely do. Somebody does my yard.
Anybody could, because, well, even as a single mom, like, what you gonna pay the kid on the block? You know what I'm saying? $10. Anybody, like, that's my point. Like, you could, but you know, I have to do everything myself. Girl, if you don't shut up, with 2 different nannies for those kids, girl, I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. Hey, April Morgan, thanks for joining.
Oh, let me look at the likes too. I mean, here we go, Miss April. But also, so we have I said the ladies are splitting up. So we're having 2 groups here where it looks like it's gonna be Team Stacy and Team K, I guess. So we got Jazzy's house. We got Jazzy lives in a condo. And we got Wendy and Stacy coming over there to talk. Jazzy Husbands is there, and he's helping with the charcuterie board. And so they're talking, and Stacy's just trying to figure out what the hell is going on, what happened at the thing, why is Kay trying to make a moment. She just don't understand it. Mm-hmm. We got the women at Angel's house. We got Kay, Tia, Giselle, and Ashley. And I'm thinking to myself, why are they at Angel's house? You bitches wouldn't be at my house. Not at all. You have your team meeting over Giselle's house. You ain't having it over here.
Angel is still trying to get herself as part of the group, but again, that's the reason why she's going after Wendy. I feel like she thinks Wendy is the easy target and is not a fan favorite. But let me just scoot in and say this. I'm going to say, and fine, maybe it is a little body shame, but I think Angel is probably bigger than Emily. She might be one of the heavier housewives that we've seen.
I don't even know who Emily is. What show is she on?
OC, Orange County. She's been losing weight ever since she came on. So she's smaller now, but when she first came on to OC, she was a little heftier. And like thick, like hefty with it, you know, but she did something. I don't know, maybe Ozempic or something, you know, that's what they all on.
Well, I would say when I first seen Angel, I was like, oh, they got a plus size girl up there. Yeah, she's probably one of the bigger girls I've seen on this platform.
Thank you.
But I thought, you know, she's curvy. she's not, totally ill built. I just hate the way she wear those bras. She don't get nothing to fit her chest. I'm like, it just be spilling all over.
Bill, I was looking at her, and that's what I said. I hate to sound like I'm body shaming her, but yeah, that's what I feel like. That's probably what most of her problem is. She probably is a little bit self-conscious around those girls.
Well, just lose some weight. that's what it is. I thought y'all was, outdoor people. Just go work out, walk a couple miles a day or whatever. She knew it was coming up. It ain't like they just said it yesterday, and she ended up on TV. So I don't know. You have to deal with it. Because I even noticed last year when Jazzy Mama was a little heavier, she came back this year, honey. She looks good.
Mm-hmm.
She looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, I can't tell who the mama and who the daughter almost. They all look alike.
They do.
Not Jazzy. Kay, I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, I mean, the whole family is very nice looking. So let's go here. So Angel lets it be known that she's found a home in Potomac. She also tells the girls that they probably like Bobby better than her. I guess he's kind of shady or something, or throw shade or whatever, or not to catch it. I don't know. His feelings must don't get hurt easy. And Giselle says, they all are trauma bonding, again about Stacy. And that, when they're trash talking Stacy, it's a kiki. Giselle calls Stacy a Cheeto. And Ashley says, because they're talking about Monique and all this. And I'm like, Monique, why? Excuse me. Stacy don't owe Monique or none of y'all anything. I don't care if she screwed him and still is screwing him. She don't know Monique. They are not friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that's very weird. And so Ashley wants to set up a meeting between, Monique, Stacy, Kay, Wendy. I don't even understand why, but whatever. Stacy was letting Wendy know, because as they were talking about it, she didn't feel comfortable, being around Kay. I don't know. Seems like Kay, I don't know. I don't even know why Kay wants to be there. But anyways, because she's starting all the shit. So we got Kay and her mama and her brother. Okay, what do you feel about all that?
Where we at?
We're at the ladies. They're kind of split up into two groups. And they're talking about the meeting of Monique and the girls to talk about this Chris thing.
I didn't understand why those girls are together talking about Stacy. I mean, I think that's going to be the running theme. I'm not understanding everybody's issue with Stacy to the extent where they all are in a meeting sharing the same sentiments. I don't know how Tia or Angel is in on any of it. Like, how did you come up with something like you wasn't even here for? I mean, what else did the girl lie about? Again, how is it that you gonna tell me I slept with somebody if I'm telling you I didn't? Like, what do you mean? I'm not gonna argue with you against somebody else who don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can believe whatever you want to, but that's what I'm like. Again, I don't understand what the meeting is about.
I don't either.
And I don't know why Tia and Angel have such an investment to to what's going on where Stacy is concerned.
I don't either understand it at all. I just think it's like you said the other day, it's juvenile. Mm-hmm. We're gonna bully this girl, and I feel like the whole season we're gonna be talking about Stacy, and it's Stacy against everyone, but she's reading them down, honey, and ain't sweating about it or nothing. That's all I like it. She does it. She's not even getting mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, go ahead, QVC lady.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kay is talking to her mother and brother at Greg's house about them moving in together. No ring, but he's buying a condo, whatever. Says her and her brother are Irish twins. It's like my grandkids, they're Irish twins too. And I just said they are beautiful people. What'd you think about that scene?
I don't care. I don't care. I think that Kay is again presenting something to us, and she wants us to take it. I don't know. I think it just depends as far as the condo or the ring. I guess it just depends on which one is important to you. And so if you're gonna leave here with something, then go ahead and get him to pay for the condo.
Exactly.
What was important, then get the ring.
Girl, no, get me the damn condo. If he loved me, he was gonna marry me anyways. I'll take the condo for $200.
Yeah, you know.
Give me the condo, and it's got to be, the title is in my name, honey.
Well, but again, it go back to what would be important, because here's the deal. That's like when we get to Married to Medicine, or no, not even to Married to Medicine. Going back to Ashley with Josh, it does not make sense to stay in relationship with a person who has desires for something you are incapable of giving them. So, I wouldn't date somebody who doesn't have children and desires to have children. Why? Because I can't have any. There is no negotiating about it. You know what I'm saying? So if you know that that's what you want, then we are not for each other, because that's not what it is. So with Kay and Greg, if you really were wanting to get married, the biggest mistake you're going to make is to allow him to put something in place of that and convince yourself that, oh, well, that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because if he didn't want to get married last year, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? It's my opinion and even my experience. They don't change their mind. And I think anybody who has the, exception story, those are few and far in between. If a man tell you he don't want to get married, you might want to listen to that man.
So how long have they been dating? Do you know?
I thought it was close to 3 years or something. I don't know why I'm figuring, or closer to 5.
Okay.
But I could be wrong because I can't remember.
So the reason why I
had an ultimatum with him, though.
Okay. So the reason why I said take the condo, because it didn't seem like no marriage is going to happen, because any guy that's planning on marrying you would not give you those, have this, the ring or this, because you can give me a damn ring, don't mean we're going to get married.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take the one that's going to appreciate and value and get something out of the relationship. But yeah, go beg, honey. Go beg. Go chase after him.
That's what she's doing. I think she's just trying to make sure she leave here with something. Because my point really is just, if you want, how I would advise my daughter or my friend, if you know you want a ring, then you base him off that ring, which would still mean that you would, leave him alone if you know he's not giving it to you, but you wouldn't take something in place of, you know what I mean? I would tell a person, you be careful about letting a man think he's giving you something in place of something else. You know what I mean? Because that's not what it is. You're going to want the condo and you still want to get married.
Exactly. So, but when he gave those two options, it just showed that he did not want to get married.
Exactly.
Because a man who wants to marry you is not going to say, well, I'll get you a Porsche or you can get an engagement ring. What the hell?
Well, or it's not saying, we'll get married, we won't have a wedding because we're going to purchase the condo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that ain't what it was said.
One or the other. Which one? And I feel like that's the way he put it to her. Which one is important to you?
Because look, if he wanted to get married to Justice of Peace, she'd run her ass down there and get it.
And so, just to think about our culture, she's of the I'm gonna leave here with something, because if it turns out, when it turns out that they don't get married and it doesn't work, she's able to come back around and say, well, at least he got this, you know what I mean? Or at least I got that, you know.
Mm.
I just hope she have a heart intact, honey, when it's time. Shit.
Girl. So then we have Wendy, and she's talking with her sister Ivy. Is that her name? Yes, Ivy. And she's talking about her dad not calling her for her birthday, even though they've been estranged for 20 years.
And she made 40.
Huh?
I just wanted to point that out. She crying about this man not calling her. And
Girl, she tried to make a storyline. She didn't know she had one coming, because all this shit is looking crazy now.
Honey, especially her waltzing through that damn house in another outfit. Here I go, Lord. This
Girl, I'm like, oh my goodness. So Ivy just tell it like it is. She said, shit, he ain't been around you in all this time. He's used to living life without us. Basically, he ain't thinking, because even when they said they went over to Nigeria and stayed, a month?
Mm-hmm.
And he was too sick that even if he was sick, you can't go and see him.
That's the way she put it. Mm-hmm.
Then my question is too, because I know when their mother, because the mama come in, honey. The mama come in looking like Miss E from the Braxton.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I said, wait a minute, are we on WeTV?
She looked like she did some skin bleaching.
Girl, yes, she did, honey. Came in there, honey, popping her shit. She's like, shoot, forget that man. Look what all you have accomplished. I'm proud of my girls, basically. I'm done big things.
Look at how you take care of me.
Mm-hmm. You take care
I
of me.
enjoy the money is what she
Yes. Talking about how she's spending the money that Wendy is making, honey.
Baby, got them committing insurance fraud.
Girl, yes. Wendy got the budget, honey.
Become accustomed to.
Girl, yes. She said, Wendy got the budget, honey. Look what I got. Look at me. Girl, I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. I said, she popping her shit when they didn't realize there's going to be some kind of investigation going on.
Right.
It is documented like Candy and Todd's wedding. It's documented by Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, what do you think about that scene, even though we kind of talked about it?
Right. Look, I already told y'all. Where the hell was Wendy going?
Girl,
where was she going? Like, who dresses like that in their own house?
Girl, just like did you watch the episode of White Swap with her?
Mm-mm.
And she told the woman had to wear like almost look like formal dinner wear almost. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Stop putting on. Ain't nobody walking around. Just like how you was the other day when y'all went into the garage with the Happy Eddie stuff. You had on like sweats or whatever. Who is walking around in their house all done up and you ain't going nowhere? That made no sense to me. But anyways, we're down to the meeting. And so the women are meeting. So we got Ashley, Kay, Monique, Stacy, and Wendy in this part of the in this scene. And they're meeting to get down to the bottom of the Chris gate. And Monique comes in. She really don't care. She was tripping that Sharice was the one who called Chris. Like, Sharice? Like, what the fuck is she doing in it? And she don't care. She reads over the text messages. There's nothing really there. Ashley say they're fraudulent because we know how it works. She could have deleted some stuff.
Again, Ashley, why is this so important? I just don't understand.
Because she wanted to see Monique go off. But for what?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
You called that girl violent. Now you want to edge her up to be able to do it. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I mean, but violent for a man that I don't even want.
No, I'm saying,
I understand what you're saying,
yeah,
but
when we talking about going back to when
yes,
she got thrown off or whatever, all those girls turned against her.
yeah,
So
but
that's
I'm
what
just
I'm saying.
saying,
Only to have her come back, and now you seem to be setting her up to have some problem, with the person.
yeah, but it just don't make any sense because it's not like it's Giselle and Chris, or Ashley and Chris. The rest of these ladies don't know her and had nothing to do with it. So, so she's just like basically she don't care. They don't even co-parent that well, and she let Stacy know that hey, he's messy, and basically stay away from him. And she said she do not want to be associated with people who are associated with her ex-husband. So I'll stop right there and let you. Oh, before we go there, at this point when Stacy comes in, she did not want Jazzy to be there. So Jazzy gets up, mumbles and go. That's Kay. Yes, damn, they look alike. Kay walks over to the bar. Then I noticed she had the napkin. Maybe her eyes were just watering. Cause I'm like, I know she ain't crying about this shit because this ain't got nothing to do with her. But you started all this stuff.
Let me tell y'all. You get paid for your episodes. So she probably is also, I just thought about that with starting all the stuff. Like you trying to make sure you are in scenes, So she probably did shed a few tears because she got kicked out of that scene so quickly. But I didn't know why she was there anyway. Like, again, you're there to tell somebody you don't even know the facts about what. Like, you look crazy thinking you can come up to somebody and tell them about their ex-spouse or something. Like, girl.
Yeah.
Like, it is exhausting.
It really is. And so then Wendy puts on her detective hat and she talks about the suspect. She suspect number one is Kay. Because basically, why is Kay and Cookie in cahoots or why they're talking or whatever. We have Angel suspect number two because her husband knows Chris. Maybe Angel went back and told her husband told Chris. Then she said suspect number three is Giselle. Because Giselle has all of a sudden became really good friends with Cookie since the Grand Dame is gone. She's become very cozy with her. And then number four could be Stacy because Stacy's a liar anyways. And I go, why didn't she use this critical thinking before she committed insurance fraud, allegedly? Why didn't you think it through, honey, while you over there being detective?
Well, like I said, I'm with her on that one. It's anybody who connected to Cookie. And if they was sitting around trying to figure out who Stacy's sleeping with so tough, they'd be able to put two and two together about where they got this information from in the first place.
Yeah, girl.
You don't even know Cookie. But yeah, she can tell you something that'll have you going toe to toe with, like, you look crazy.
And in that scene, Monique said Cookie's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
So, the whole thing fell flat.
As it keeps doing when they putting it off on Stacy, it keeps falling flat.
Yes, it's falling flat. We got Teflon Stacy Rare. I said she is the new queen of Potomac. We got the Nigerian princess, other known as a liar. We call and love Stacy.
Right.
Miss Stacy, because she's reading the girls down, honey. So on that episode, I would still say Stacy is the MVP.
Yeah. The whole season.
Yeah. Wendy, I would have really loved it if you would not be in trouble right now.
Funny thing about Wendy's scenes, though, is they still would have been cringy. They just cringier because you happen to be in trouble for insurance fraud. And we watching you remodel your whole damn house.
Girl, they went to court today, so they
this
will
is
be
awkward for us all.
Mm-hmm. So from there, we can go on over to Married in Medicine.
Okay, well let's look. Let me chew up a little pistachio, and y'all had to give me a snack.
Oh, girl, you was thinking about Dr. Francis.
Well, you know what? I love pistachios though, but I
like pistachios too. His little analogy with the pistachios. I said, "Oh, look at that."
That's funny you would say that, but that's because I called my son. I'm like, when you come in, like, can you bring me a snack? He had to go some nuts or something. I don't know why I was craving some nuts. Mm-hmm. Let me pull up my notes, y'all. Okay. So, like I said, I am sticking with about a 7 for Potomac. Listen, Potomac is, it's just moving right on along. It's not a horrible season, but the only reason why it's not horrible is because Stacey is like blocking everything they bring. They are attacking her, and she is
Wonder Woman
turned into cinder. Okay.
And also, I would say Potomac is better than Real Housewives of Atlanta last season.
Oh, for sure. I would say so. Mm-hmm.
And way better than their last season, because last season was not that good of Potomac at all.
So, again, Stacey is the MVP of the season. She's coming out on top. And thank God for that, because otherwise it probably would be a horrible season. So let's move on into Married to Medicine, back with season 12. Season 12, the girls are back. And I feel like the first episode of each season is like Groundhog Day, because it seems like we start off every year, and it's the same topic at hand every year, and it's kind of getting Quad back acquainted with the group,
Yeah.
So we open up with Dr. Simone having a patient visit with a female and her husband. They kind of have a joke about her irritability. She was talking about she's had a recent onset. And so Dr. Simone asked the husband, like, well, has it been recent, or like, was it longer than that? And he was cute. He said, no, it's recent. That's what she said. Oh, you taking up for? I thought that was funny. We see Toya driving with her son. So she's teaching one of the boys how to drive. They talk about her having a heavy foot. But she mentioned him speeding. Dr. Contessa is with her kids. And so we kind of move on to checking in with Quad. Quad had her birthday party the day before. And now she got a couple girls over in the pool. She got King back there making her some mocktails, and they are discussing her party. We get to meet the new addition, Angel, because Angel is over at Quad's house. And we also know Angel from Basketball Wives. Let me be the one to remind you, she was on Basketball Wives first. I think she only did maybe one season.
I heard it was one.
Yeah, I feel like she only did one season with them. And she is almost an MD. That's what I'm calling her. Almost MD. She's a registered nurse. And she has a scrub line also. Anyway, Quad mentions not feeling Simone. She ain't been feeling Simone. Seeing her on the YouTube with Sweet Tea having a little joke about how she was gonna pay her mortgage at her current house, because Sweet Tea on that live had said she was almost done paying Quad's house off, talking about the house she was in with Dr. G currently. Anyway, simultaneously, Simone and Jackie have met for lunch, and they are discussing Quad's party. And Simone lets us know that she received an invite from Quad 2 hours prior to the party starting. So what she let us know was she wasn't about to go find no outfit, butt plugs, butt pads, none of it. Okay, like to go get ready to go to this girl's party. Quad confirms that with her group of friends, she just said she was basically just being nice, you know. So what do we think about these two? What and this is what I mean by Groundhog Day. Like it's Groundhog Day because it's always Quad getting back accustomed, whether it's with Simone, the whole group, it's somebody, and it's usually her and Simone always having the issue. So here we go again.
Well, like King said, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to see it again. And I don't understand for the life of me why they just can't get along. I thought the scene with Toya was cute with the her son. That's the oldest one, Ashton. Also the kids, contestant kids, they're growing up. The baby girls, I said, she getting taller. Mm-hmm. And Quad, when she walks up in the house and kind of, you know, fills Kings up, fill him up and see that his member is membering, honey. I said, oh, Lord have mercy. I said, she like BBL Marie. She being a little extra. But definitely, I feel like that Quad and Simone should come up with a new storyline. And not always be at each other because I don't understand it. Y'all don't even be around each other like that. For. And the thing with Sweet Tea, because I remember seeing that live too, and I thought Sweet Tea just looked dumb. Talking about you almost done.
Well, right. I thought it was comical that we got here, and somehow y'all turned that clip into Quad found herself offended by something in that, because I agree with you. I thought that Sweet Tea made herself look crazy.
Girl, you married this older man. You married an older man to work hard to pay off the house that he bought for his first wife.
Because I ain't saying that you can't help with the mortgage. All I'm saying is we're going to get a whole new mortgage. Like, I'm not going to come in and help you with a mortgage you got with your ex-wife. You know what I mean?
It just sounds crazy.
And that's what I
said, oh, that was not a flex. I'm not working hard to pay off nothing old, especially when I'm dealing with a man that's 20 years my senior. I don't think so.
Oh, I agree. I thought that was funny that they was able to take that. And now you're going to have that play out the rest of the season as a dig to Quad when it definitely was not. But I agree with you.
No, because she said, who's going to pay off Quad's house is what Simone said.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even when she said that at the time, I didn't find that as a dig.
No, not when the other girl done digged herself way down there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean. Like, it's amazing that y'all turned it into a dig, because it really wasn't.
It wasn't. That's what they call her on my page. They call her Slow Tea. Mm-hmm. They have, girl, how dumb do you look? You got this old man, and you working hard to help pay off his first wife house that they picked out together. That sounds crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So look, the Harrises have moved again, honey. You know what I thought about how mad they got at Anila and her husband?
Yes.
As movers.
I don't know what she's chasing. And I really don't see this house. I mean, it's a beautiful home, but I don't see it as a flex when my husband got to work 24 hours a day.
Well, that's exactly what I have in my notes. You know, here's the deal. Toya's taste has never been in question. Like, we're not concerned about Toya's taste level. We are concerned about her budgeting skills. Like, are you able to budget? And don't get me wrong. So listen, I ain't in the position to question anybody's finances, to be quite honest. But I will say that I don't know if it's a good idea to need to go and make more money to help pay for something you just got. Because that's what it sounds like Eugene is doing.
Girl, honey, Eugene is stressed, lucky to pick the weight back up and everything.
That's what it sounds like, you know?
Yes.
And Toya, like, this is the one thing that I find myself kind of griping with her about, and the difference between her and Tisha, because I'm going to use those two marriages as kind of similar in the sense of, like, Tisha wanted to work because she wanted to. It was nobody telling you, like, well, you gonna sit around the house all day. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a
and
minute, who's Tisha?
what Toya is, that man go and get you whatever it is you ask for, and he work his fingers to the bone trying to make sure he do it for you. But you always seem to find a way to complain.
Yes.
And I, like I said, and I think that's the part that bothered me. It's like, you got this little house that you're so excited about, but now you complaining about how long he's gone working. And it's like, well, I'm thinking maybe you didn't have to have that house if you wanted him to be home more. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, that's kind of my gripe with Toya. The house is beautiful, like you said, but I agree. I don't know what she's chasing. It's got to be something. It's got to be something within her own family or something.
Well, it goes
with anybody on that cast.
It goes all the way back to when she told that story about them damn pro wing shoes she had to wear when she was a kid. So she had to get the pro wings, which the pro wings was like the fake Jordans. And from there, I think there's always, she don't feel like she has enough. Because if it ain't the house, it's going to be something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like last year, she had that whole dang old baby shower for that ugly ass purse. And what did Simone say? That's a private joy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, you got your kids that are growing up. I would not want my husband to be gone 5 days a week. I don't know if it's every other week or whatever, trying to work more so he could, because I thought he was trying to open his own practice last year, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So he can, have more money. And that sounds crazy to me. It really does. And it just only shows to me that you're still kind of living above your means if your husband got to work around the clock to help you be able to afford this home. Because he's a doctor. I know he's not old as heavily, but he should be able to, enjoy life with his kids and his house, not have to work with a 2.5 hour commute both ways. So you got to stay there. And he's probably putting in all kind of long hours there. That's probably why he's staying.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, please. I wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, it seems like a lot. But, what they say, you like it, I love it, but it does feel like it's a lot. And the only time I kind of get judgmental of her in that space is when she's complaining to him about it.
Yeah. Yeah, complaining about having to have a young man take out the garbage. She feels like a military wife. Girl, you wanted this $3 million home.
Right. And this is what comes with it.
And what we don't see with Quad House was a $2 million home, or what? Quad ain't working around the clock.
And then there's that. So now we check in with Dr. Contessa and Scott and Dr. Scott. Okay. And these two are just like Kay and Greg. I don't give a damn how hard they try to convince us like that. Oh, all of a sudden they went to therapy and now everything is peachy. Now he understands that you have to work, right? Like, I was just upstairs catching the NBA highlights. Now he's a Renaissance man. I guess, he's been revolutionized. I don't believe it. Pull that shit with somebody else.
Yeah.
On to the next one. I ain't buying the shit. The girls they get invited to a Polo inspired event from Dr. Mimi. She sends them like a piece of turf
Yeah.
with the invitation on it to come to this Polo style event.
Mm-hmm.
And so that brings me to Mimi and her husband getting ready for the event. Her husband's name is Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So, we kind of just see them prepping. This is their second season. So I think they're trying to get a little more customated into the group, honey. We finally see the girls. Toya and Simone are getting ready together for this Polo Classic theme party. And we hear them discussing quad. Toya tries to help Simone see if there's a makeup possible for them.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil brings up Jackie's issue with Toya, so we find out that Jackie has an issue with Toya. Now listen, Jackie must have just turned on the damn Instagram, because how you gonna come and bring
the Instagram? Okay, now.
She just turned on the Instagram because that clip is so damn old. We are on season 12, and you are sitting up gonna pick with her about a clip that's from like season 4 or 5 or something. That clip was so long ago, and I get it, like that they regurgitate. So maybe this was the first time, or maybe.
Are you talking about where he has his hand on? Because the question was about him having his hand on Heavenly. That was last year.
That wasn't even last year. I felt like that clip was before then.
That happened last summer, not this past summer, but the summer before, when they went to Africa together. Because it was a big thing on the, a little bit on the internet.
No, I want to say, and you know what? I'm a call one different. That's even before then. Well, the picture for sure is before then because of Dr. Heavenly's size.
No, that was last summer. I got it on my phone because when they went live, when they were there.
It's not so, because what I am really pointing out is that it's two things that happened when the picture actually came out and when the picture was actually taken. So what I'm saying is the picture was actually taken so long ago. And
no, it wasn't.
And I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about when that picture came out.
I got the live when they went live. It was the summer of 2024.
Who went live?
Dr. Heavenly. They went live while they were over there. That's when they were talking about Dr. Jackie's adopted African boys. And they're like, why they don't never talk about them? And they went over there in summer 2024.
I'm almost certain that picture is older than that. I'm almost certain for that. I don't think that had anything to do with that African trip.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I feel. Let me see. And I'm gonna go back and find this because I'm telling you, I got
it in my phone. Let me go back here.
It's not. I'm okay with you having it in your phone because that don't tell me nothing about the date.
Yeah, but if you go back to Dr. Heavenly's Instagram when they went there, because the picture is there. That's why they brought it up, because they actually mentioned it, because that clip of the Watch What Happens Live was from last season, I believe.
See, the reason why that don't feel right to me is that's even when was they somewhere? When did he pull her on his life?
Okay, that happened a while back.
That's what they made. That's the reason why I'm bringing that. That's why I'm saying that picture can't be from such recently, because I felt like it had to come out all the way whenever that stuff was circulating.
It came out because people were saying why he got his hands on Heavenly hip, and that's Heavenly even talked about it on her lives about it. Like she didn't even realize his hand was on her hip. This was summer of 2024. So the reason why they brought that clip, because when he did pull her down to his lap and she sat on his lap or however, then that's why she said that he has his hands on most people's
Well,
kids.
that clip from Watch What Happens Live is old. That Watch What Happens Live clip is old. And I thought that Jackie seems to be reaching for something in the sky or something. Somebody must have told her job on the line for getting mad at Toya about that. Ooh, excuse me. Kind of, but Cecil wanted to ask Toya how she was gonna deal with it. Toya said she would handle Dr. Jackie as she could. So she moves on to a guy named Damon Jr., who may or may not be related to Dr. Heavenly, finding out that he had been arrested and was asking, was Dr. Heavenly going to be around at this Polo inspired event? So Simone did confirm that it was true and that she wasn't sure. She wasn't sure. So Toya is very eager to get with Dr. Heavenly and to see what's going on with her and her son. So what do you think about that little scene between them getting in that kitchen?
I like what Cecil said. He tried to keep the peace, and Toya's gonna be messy, and I felt like Toya was the one that's trying to get things stirred up, because she kept bringing Heavenly's name up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, he tried to be the voice of reason. I mean, it is what it is. We know how it's going to work.
What we know. Dr. Heavenly was still trying to negotiate that contract. She said they was trying to figure out with her running for office, like, I guess, like what they could show, couldn't show, whatever, like that. But
yeah, she said yesterday when they talked about it and asked why she wasn't at the thing when she was on with Carlos King on his Patreon. She said, "You're a producer. You know why I went on there."
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm like. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Like, oh, even though, and here's the deal: Toya may not have known that because I'm the same way about everything else. How the hell somebody gonna tell you what somebody else get paid? Like, are you in my paycheck? You know what I'm saying? You in the wallet? So I'm saying that to say it ain't Toya's business to know, like that she not there because she's still working out whatever details of her contract. But what I am saying is now that we know kind of some of that information, it was clear that she just wasn't there because they hadn't worked out the details of her contract. And nobody works for free, okay?
Amen.
Nobody works for free.
That's what took Dr. Mimi so long last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she came in already, way at the end almost.
So speaking of Dr. Mimi, honey, that little husband of hers now, what did y'all think about his outfit? It was giving The Mask for me.
Yes, I couldn't think of the name. The Mask of when the other guy was it Dick Tracy?
Oh yeah, or I was thinking about Roger Rabbit.
Okay, Roger Rabbit, Dick Tracy, all of it.
Yeah, but definitely The Mask with that bright yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
and he already got that big head, so I'm like, I wasn't
feeling that.
I said maybe it looked better in person.
Okay.
I couldn't appreciate it on TV.
What's one of them you had to be there? I'm
just like, okay. Louis Vuitton. Yeah. I don't like it, but okay.
It was real Don Bishop, Don Juan, pimp, juice. Yeah, it was giving real, You got to coordinate, okay?
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. Remember in Malcolm X, what they called him when Malcolm X came out in them kind of suits like that? That man called him like country something.
Oh, you talking about? I know they call zoot suits, but I don't remember what the
guy made a jab at Malcolm X about the way he was dressing. He was dressed like that, and he called it some kind of country something. I can't remember.
Well, that's Malcolm X thought he was like, because I was just like, whoa.
Gary, like
y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what y'all think.
Girl, like he done rolled up
Steve's yellow outfit. I definitely thought he looked like the mask.
Girl, yes, I said he done rolled up into Burlington and got one of them Steve Harvey suits in yellow.
In men's warehouse, okay. Looking a damn mess. And listen, now I got this from Miss Countess Luann. Because now there's an episode, long time ago of Real Housewives of New York. And Alex has on these shoes. They like clumpy, like big, thick, clumpy shoes. So she come down the steps and it's like boom, boom, boom. Like they make this loud noise. So her and Luann gets into it, and Luann said, well, here you come around the corner in your Herman the Monster shoes, right? Your Herman Monster shoes. So, and Alex says, these are Louis Vuitton. And so Luann told her, well, even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes. And this is where I'm going with that. I don't care what designer that was a whole mistake.
Yes, it was.
And he looked very country, very pimpish. Okay, very Biloxi, Mississippi.
Sophisticated. He said they just want me for my pimp juice.
Okay. Right. Clearly.
You better let her loose. With that pimp juice over there. Don Juan.
Y'all drop down in the comments and tell us what y'all thought about Mr. Steve's outfit, honey. Listen, we're going to have to pull him back down to earth because we let him go too far. That yellow suit, he has already went too far.
Yes, he did.
So we need to pull him back in and let him know, like, hey, get over there and take some tips from Martell. Like, just make sure that shit fit.
Yeah.
Martell got you on the suits, okay?
Yes, he do. He looks good in his suits to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the rest of the ladies, excuse me, let me go back. Okay, so the ladies are starting to arrive at the Polo themed event, honey. And Contessa expresses how she felt the invite from Quad to Simone was very shady. Mind you, she is talking to Mimi and Jackie, okay? Mm-hmm. When I tell y'all that damn Contessa will belly flop her way into a scene, this is the example of that. Like, girl, what nobody even talking about this shit, but she gonna find a way. Mm-hmm. So the rest of the ladies arrive, and we are introduced to the next almost MD, which is Brandi. I think she's a nurse as well.
Nurse practitioner, yeah.
Okay, so she's the owner of a med spa. Mm-hmm. And Toya is stirring the pot by asking Jackie why Heavenly wasn't at the event. So now she's trying to get Jackie to kind of confirm that Heavenly is not there because she's dealing with some things with her son. Jackie's not taking the bait. She said, well, Heavenly did say that it was really none of y'all business. Toya said she's not surprised that Dr. Heavenly ain't say nothing on her YouTube because her YouTube is only reserved for her frenemies and for her enemies, which is them. Mm-hmm. Toya just wants someone to admit that she's not there because it's her own business on the table. So there, I feel like that's why we see Toya just really wanting to make a big deal out of this story kind of coming out about Dr. Heavenly. And it's just because Heavenly has skated around so long, feeling like her marriage was perfect, maybe insinuating that her marriage was perfect. And now here it is. You ain't nowhere to be found, honey, and all your business spread all across the Instagram. Hey, Miss Sophia or Miss So Gucci. But yeah, so spread all across the Instagram. So I think that's where Toya is just really wanting but she wants to get that like taste of blood sucking out of Heavenly. But I do agree with Simone. Like I think because they all have boys on that cast, that they really should tiptoe around how they treat this whole little story. But I get why Toya is so thirsty about it. What did you think?
Well, I feel like Toya, she wants to be able to throw some jabs at Heavenly about what's going on with her son. But and then when Jackie told her that she was running for office, and Toya just looked like, what? So I really feel like Toya want to get it started, but Toya I thought about when Toya supposed to be the one who went around and told about Mariah's daughter not being her husband's daughter. So maybe, that's the kind of messiness that she wants to talk about. I'm not sure, or I haven't thought that Heavenly talked about anybody else's kids. She maybe talked about their husbands and all that. But as far as the kids, I don't know. But yeah, she wanted to get it going. So I said she made sure Heavenly name was on this first episode.
Yes, she did.
She kept bringing it up. So yeah, Toya, she's going to get it started like she did last year at the Dude Ranch.
Well, that's what it is. She is thirsty, honey. Like, come on, let's get to it. And like I say, I guess I get it. Let me see. Now, Jackie mentions to Toya. So I can't remember how they got into this conversation, but Jackie mentions to Toya that she didn't like what she had to say about Curtis on Watch What Happens. She said that was not representative of who Curtis is. And so Toya said today, like...
They got into that because Toya asked her, she said something, or either she saw Curtis or something, and Curtis
didn't speak. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So. Curtis is Dr. Jackie's husband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Curtis didn't speak. So that's how I guess Jackie was explaining that he's feeling some sort of way.
Yeah, because he might be a cheater, but he's probably not all touchy-feely with all of them.
Well, it feel like what they did to Chris, like I think with everything that's going on just publicly now, don't nobody want to be accused of being some sort of pedophile or some sort of weirdo freak, you know what I mean, running around touching on women. And I'm just saying, nobody wants to have that over their head. Well, Toya says, like she said, that's not representative of who he is today. So Toya is adamant that what she said, she stand by it. She feel like Jackie is tripping.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants Jackie to give her an apology for saying that she sat in her husband's lap. Because the way she see it is Curtis pulled her down to his lap.
Yeah, he did, but she sat there.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit, it couldn't have happened with me. I remember that scene. It seemed real, I'm like, oh, because he pulled her down and she did not get up because I would know. No, this ain't Santa Claus and I'm grown.
That's true.
And he pulled her down and she sat right there. And then she have on shorts.
She did. She did. Jackie says she is not going to apologize. She is not Eugene or Eugenia, is what she said. She said, good luck with that apology. Okay.
Jackie was a little raw in this one. Get on to
she was wrong, especially now she go get in that girl face. Now that just bring me right on to that. Now she being her rude self, you go in that girl's face, and then in the middle of her talking, you say, "Is your thyroid enlarged?"
She did that too. You remember at Heavenly's house when that second season, was it the second season when Heavenly got on there and the heavyset lady was there? And Dr. Jackie said
she did the same thing to Buffy about the kids, yes, about the infertility. You know about that, Buffy, don't you?
Girl.
Like, why you didn't talk about your own infertility? I agree with Buffy on that end. So, she caught that girl right off her rocker by asking her if her thyroid was enlarged. And that is because she does have
yes.
She is enlarged in her neck
she sure
area.
Is.
But Jackie just could have thought of a better way. She is crass. That's the best way to say it. Crass.
I would have pulled her I probably wouldn't have said nothing because I don't know her. But maybe if we would have got along, I probably would have, being that I am the doctor. Hey, but she's a nurse practitioner, so I'm pretty sure she got to know something's going on with her. But she did a whole little a thing on Instagram about it.
Well, she better have.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay. Toya decides to give Simone some advice on how to smooth it over with Quad. Then proceeds to stir the pot by repeating that Mimi was with her clique because they're going to walk up to where the girls at, and Simone said, "Oh, here go Mimi with her clique," and here go Toya. I heard you was with the clique, and it's like, Toya, girl, you always getting something started. Like, you didn't even need to say that. Anyway, Simone's idea of smoothing things over with Quad was to get in the middle of the group and decide to take a poll, like, with all of the ladies to find out who, if any, would accept an invite to a birthday party 2 hours before the birthday party starts.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it got kicked off between Quad and Simone, and here we are. And listen, I couldn't write down and figure out what they were saying because they ain't saying nothing really when they get down to it. Simone decides, she gets up close to Quad. I feel like we've seen this before, and she seems like some tears are gonna come out, and I don't want to fight with you. I was so disappointed in what happened in New York that I couldn't sleep for 2 days after that. And we're gonna get it together. It's just gonna happen on our time.
Girl, it ain't happening.
Well, honey, it happened and then it fall back. I mean,
I know. They're like a yo-yo
all day when it comes to this first episode because you and Quad are always into it. And I don't know why. Let that girl be.
Mm-hmm.
If she don't talk to y'all when y'all not filming, then she don't talk to y'all. What the hell?
Yeah.
You mad? Now listen, and let me say this before we get off. We talk a lot about Giselle not being able to dress, and I keep telling y'all, I be trying to see it, but for some reason, I never have seen anything that Giselle had on and thought to myself, now what the hell do she have on? But let me tell you who can't dress. That damn Simone. What the hell did she have on?
I don't know. What Dr. Hegbley says, she always fucking up the thing.
Baby.
I don't know.
Contessa, because that's what I said. Contessa did that photo shoot last year. Here I go. Now, where are you going, Contessa?
I think because Giselle, to me, dresses like She just dressed like a soccer mom to me, a normal person. She doesn't, I guess maybe because she doesn't dress like the housewives, like with the, like Wendy is trying to portray. But I don't think none of them really dress like that on that show anyways. So she's not popping out with all these different name brands, logos, and all that bull crap on it. She don't have a stylist. You could tell her weave don't match. She had a little ponytail with the blonde hair in the back. Giselle don't care. But she got pretty privilege. So she don't care. And she's still gonna do her thing. So it is what it is. But yeah, Simone be way off a lot of times.
Simone dressed like an old lady.
Because she is. She about damn 60.
Older than what even her age is. She dressed like an old lady.
Yeah, and her husband be dressed nice.
Mm-hmm.
He really do. I like Cecil.
Dressed better than that Steve. But
girl, Steve over there looking like, damn, I gotta go back and watch Malcolm X so I can come up with the term what it is. Yeah, but girl, I gotta get down here because my grandbaby gotta get together so her mama can come get her.
All right.
So what do you think this episode was? What would you give it for the first episode, Married to Medicine?
I'm giving it a 7. I'm giving it a 7 for me because, again, here we are with the Quad and Simone. I feel like this has been a running topic.
Yeah.
Let's see where we go from here. We keep giving Quad this opportunity to give us more. I'm not sure I don't know. Are we getting what we want from Quad? Not me, not really, but hey, they're gonna need her this season, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it a 7. I mean, yeah, it was more of the same.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty decent. But my favorite on the show is Dr. Heavenly. It's like, oh, she ain't on the first episode. I was looking for some foolishness. But whatever. We'll get it sooner or later. Yeah. So and it was funny when Candy had interviewed Dr. Heavenly and asked her, was there anything that she regretted that she'd done in the past? Like on this show, because she's running for office. She was like, no. Them people ask me to run. They know me. They know what I do.
Right.
I don't regret nothing. I said, oh, well, go ahead. So, yeah, that was my only, drawback because I was ready to see Heavenly act a fool, but whatever. But, yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. And I can't wait to see how the season's going to roll out. But I hope this is not going to be the Simone and Quad show this season. I don't want to see that.
It seemed like we had it that way. Yeah. But whatever does happen, we can count on Contessa to belly flip her way in the middle of it. Okay?
She can be right in it.
She's going to be right in the middle of it.
Right in the middle of it.
Get rid of her the way she is.
So she didn't get her
steal and borrow to get her back in.
Yeah, she didn't got her stethoscope back.
Right.
Yes.
But we can't see. Now here's where I did see in the clip. I think I'm excited to get to this point where they have this conversation and Toya saying she's not dealing with the ladies if they don't have her back in her marriage. I kind of am. I'm here for her making that statement to them, and I'm wanting to know what got them to that place, like what got them to that place where she's saying that to them, because what they doing now, attacking her marriage again, you know what I mean?
I don't know, but I thought in the, how they show the thing, I thought they showed kind of like them two kind of into it, like her and her, I don't know, it might have been a very small clip, evidently it was, but I'm like, I hope it ain't nothing too crazy going on, because it don't seem like he's there. And
right.
Girl, the dating pool is pissed. And you ain't gonna find. Now that's a good man, Savannah, right there. honey.
Honey, that is the truth.
That's a good man, honey. You got somebody who like you more than you like him. So she ain't chasing behind him, Miss K.
Right.
She got the ring and the $3 million house. Got
Right.
his ass working day and night to keep.
Okay.
Got
say
me
it
working day and night.
Okay, say it again. Yeah.
Girl. Yeah. So girl, I had to go and get down here.
All right, y'all. Well, there we are with Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Madison. You know, I was thinking if you want to, we can keep it on Tuesdays and we can do keep doing Married to Madison and Real Housewives of Potomac on Tuesdays. What you think?
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay,
so listen, we are updating the day. It's gonna be on Tuesdays, okay? Tuesdays at 8:15, we are going to do Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Madison.
Yes.
And then we can keep Sunday if you want to.
Okay, what's that?
Love and Marriage, yeah. Okay.
All righty then.
All right. Well, if you have not already, make sure you have subscribed to our channel.
Yes.
Go ahead and like this video, share it with your friends, and meet us back here.
I know. Same bat channel, same bat, maybe same time.
Right, okay, look. Make sure you can get the notification. All right.
Yes. Look for the notification. All righty. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.